WJPW News and Weather for Monday, January the 3rd. The island is going to be hit with the first storm of the new year with up to 10 inches of snow and freezing rain making its way through the region. Stay indoors if you can, and if you can't, buckle up and drive safely. The Sea Spray Bridge is closed due to an accident late last evening. Use the causeway as an alternate route. This bulletin is brought to you by the captain and his lovely wife Marina at the Island Savings and Loan Bank. Don't capsize your credit in a choppy sea of debt. Call Marina today and make an appointment to sit down with the captain.
We're closed.
Oh, give me a coffee, Coral. It's freezing out there.
I open at 6.
It is 6.
It's 5:02.
Well, if you don't appreciate my business, I can take it elsewhere.
Go right ahead. Tired of seeing your ugly mug first thing in the morning.
Where's Anna? She'd give me a coffee at 10 too.
It's my morning to open and I open at 6. Not 10 to, not 5 to, not 1 to, at 6. SIX 6.
I don't know why I come to this dump in the first place.
Because this is the only dump on this lousy island where you can get a decent cup of coffee in the off-season. Go on, beat it.
Are you scaring off the customers again?
Only Floyd, he'll be back.
Weatherman says we're supposed to get snow. 8 to 10 inches.
Oh, what a way to start the new year. Flat broke and snowbound.
Oh, I hate being broke, but I do love the snow.
You won't when the pipes freeze.
Oh, there's nothing more beautiful than a snow-covered beach. Look, it's starting to flurry.
We may as well just close up now and go back to bed. Till June.
Oh, nonsense. I have a feeling today's going to be special. A fresh snowfall to welcome in the brand new year. Can't you just smell it in the air, like when we were young and carefree and spent all of our time splashing around in the waves?
You've been watching those sappy old DVDs again?
Oh, not much else to do around here in winter.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Oh, no! What's she doing here?
Who?
The Empress of Foreclosure Isle. Get a load of that limo. And look at that fur coat. She looks like she got swallowed up by a snow leopard.
Oh, she probably wants money. Quick, hide!
Good morning, sea hags. Am I too early for coffee? Good morning, sea hags.
Well. You're out of your shell awfully early this morning, Marina. To what do we owe this honour?
I just thought I'd drop by to wish you and your charming sister a happy new year.
At 6 in the morning?
And a cup of coffee to go for the captain. He's in the limousine on a video conference.
Oh my goodness, that does sound important. I hope you trimmed his nose hair.
Isn't that sweet? I'm only gone 1 minute and the captain already misses me.
Then you should go. Quickly.
The captain and I are taking possession today of 5 more beachfront properties right down the street from you. We'll practically be neighbours.
Oh, I can't wait.
Which reminds me, Oceana, although I hate to mix business with pleasure, since I'm here, I must remind you that you and your sister are very late with several payments on your line of credit. It is January already. The captain is becoming increasingly concerned about your ability to pay.
You'll have your money end of the month at the latest.
Darling, that's what you said last month.
Business has been a bit slow. It is the off-season.
I know. I keep reassuring the captain that you and Coral are good for the money. We are cousins after all. We did grow up together, which is also why I'm here. I need to speak with the both of you. Coral, come out. You can't hide from me forever.
Ahoy, matey! Yo-ho-ho and a 5th of Bacardi! Rub-a-dub-dub 30 clams in a tubber!
Honestly, Coral, grow up.
Oh, what do you want, toenail, besides the silver in my teeth?
I wanted to wish the both of you a happy new year, but I don't know why I bother.
Me either.
You're impossible. All right, I'll get to the point. Not to dredge up ancient history or unpleasant memories or anything. And I know this is going to sound a bit unusual, but I was wondering, this morning, when you woke up, did either of you happen to notice... I'm coming. Oh my. I have to go.
What are you blathering on about?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Mustn't keep the captain waiting. He's utterly lost without me.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Marina.
Are we really related to that?
Indeed we are.
Oh, the captain is utterly lost without me. Give me a break.
I hate to admit it, but of the three of us, Marina turned out to be the smart one.
Oh, and that's what drives me absolutely bonkers. Not that we were foolish, we were young and in love. Ugh. But the fact that Marina was the clever one is sometimes more than I can bear.
Oh, let it go.
I try, but it's hard to let it go when she rubs it in our faces all the time. The captain is on a video conference in the limousine. Ugh. Toenail is living in the lap of luxury, while we can't even afford to make a couple of renovations on this ramshackle B&B without going into hock on a loan from the captain, which I have absolutely no idea how to repay.
Oh, ignore her and she'll go away, or at least not come round as much.
Not when we're on the proverbial hook to her and the captain for the money we borrowed. You heard her. They're taking possession of 5 more properties down the street. Pretty soon they'll own the whole island.
I think that's their master plan, though. I'm not quite sure why they'd want it.
They're cooking something up. Probably want to tear down our B&B and build up something else.
Oh, we'll find a way to pay them back. Oh, look, Floyd's coming back.
Told you he would.
He could have gone to Krabby Clem's across the bridge.
Floyd's a creature of habit. Besides, I heard on the radio that the bridge is out. So either he eats with us or he goes hungry.
Morning, Floyd.
Your sister?
Oh, you can only choose your friends, Floyd.
How do you stand to work with that woman every day, let alone live with her?
I'm fine, Floyd. Thanks for asking.
Juice today?
She's so infuriating.
Apple it is.
You know, I could have gone over to Clem's for breakfast, but the bridge is out.
And what'll it be? Your usual?
I'm gonna start making my own damn breakfast.
You betcha. 2 scrambled eggs, whole wheat toast and a side of grits.
It's freezing outside, and she wouldn't let me order 5 stinking minutes early.
Happy New Year, Floyd.
Oh, why, thank you. Same to you. Oh, let's see now. I'll have 2 eggs scrambled with a side of grits and white toast. No. Make that whole wheat toast.
Coming right up.
And I'll have apple juice today instead of prune.
Wise choice.
So what happened on the bridge?
Bad accident. Must have been icy. Car careened into the bay in the middle of the night.
Oh, I hope nobody got killed.
Oh, search and rescue out there now.
Oh, dear.
Oh, bloody hell, it's cold as a witch's tit out there. Happy New Year.
Morning, Sheila. Happy New Year to you too, Miss Mayor. Or are you Justice of the Peace today?
Don't you see me badge? Today, I'm the police chief.
You're a regular Jackie of all trades.
Just like you, Floyd.
My wife, rest her soul, used to say I was the jackass of all trades.
She had a way with words, eh?
Yeah, she sure did.
Oh, what's it been? A couple of years now since you lost her and moved here to the island?
Marilyn passed 2 years last week. I've been here ever since.
Ladies, may I have a coffee?
Of course.
To go. Large. Cream. And sugar. Got to get back to the bridge. Bad accident.
Oh, there goes an ambulance. Maybe they found a body.
Dead or alive, do you suppose?
Since it's an ambulance, probably alive.
Oh, I hope so.
No way. It's a low bridge where that water is way too cold.
Yeah, but they wouldn't need an ambulance for a dead body.
Oh, how would they cart it away? On a dog sled?
I bet he's alive.
Why do you automatically assume it's a man? It could be a woman.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking to you.
It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. I just hope whoever it is lived.
It's a young man.
Told you.
thought you weren't talking to me.
Then he lived?
By the grace of God.
Who is it?
Can't release the name yet. Have to contact his family first.
Is he local?
No, Coast Guard. Returning from holiday leave.
Alone?
Seems that way.
Drinking?
They're not ruling out anything at this point. He may have fallen asleep at the wheel. He's hallucinating, probably from the freezing water temperature. What do I owe you for this?
Oh, don't be silly. On the house.
Thanks.
Hallucinating? That's not a good sign.
What's he seeing? Ghost of Elvis?
When he came to, he told one of the rescuers that he remembered crashing over the side of the bridge and into the water. Then everything went pitch black. He was trapped in his car and it was sinking fast. And just before he passed out from the shock of the icy sea, he saw a vibrant light coming towards him. As the light got closer, he realised, he claims, that it was a beautiful mermaid, glowing with an aura of the most radiant colours he had ever seen. This mermaid somehow got him out of his car and swam with him in her arms up to the shore. She laid him on the beach, breathed air back into his lungs and then gave him the sweetest kiss he'd ever had, he said. And he fell fast asleep in her arms, safe and warm.
Then what?
Well, the next thing he knew, he was waking up as the rescue team were covering him with blankets and giving him oxygen.
I don't believe it.
Oh, you're right, Coral. That's quite a hallucination. See what prolonged exposure to the elements can do to a person.
Well, I've got to get back to the bridge. I get to spend the rest of my day sitting in my car with my lights flashing so nobody crosses it. Thank goodness for crosswords and Sudoku.
Yeah, I never got the hang of Sudoku.
Thanks again for the coffee. See you later.
So long, Sheila. Keep warm out there.
Yeah, stay warm, Sheila. Happy New Year.
Anna, do you know what this means?
Oh, my. Look at the snow coming down. I think you're absolutely right, Coral. We should close for the day. Hunker down. Keep warm. Here's your cheque, Floyd. Be careful driving home.
But I haven't had my breakfast. And I'd like another coffee if you don't mind.
Well, too bad, we're closed. Now, go on, get out of here, scram.
But you treat your customers like seaweed. You'd be out of business in no time. Talk about bum's rush.
Oh, I'm sorry, Floyd, but this weather's making me nervous.
It's barely an inch out there.
Oh, no. It's at least 2 or 3. Drive safely.
Oh, bum's rush.
You know what this means, don't you?
We can't be sure.
Oh, yes, we can.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. He hallucinated. The ocean is ice cold.
Well, how did he get out of his car?
He swam out.
With the windows closed.
Maybe his window was open.
In January,
He could be a smoker.
when a mermaid saves the life of a sailor, she
You
always
don't even
says
know
to-
that he is a sailor.
You heard what Sheila said. The boy is in the Coast Guard.
That doesn't make him a sailor.
Oh, well, it sure don't make him a cowboy.
Well, I know, but if he's
Look,
just...
when was the last time you heard of something like this happening?
Oh, you're jumping to conclusions.
Answer me.
Get a hold of yourself, Coral.
I'm asking you a question. When was the last time something like this happened? A mermaid rescuing a sailor from drowning in the sea.
Pick up the National Inquisitor. You can read a new mermaid story every week, right next to the hogwash about aliens, ghosts and witches.
You're avoiding my question, Oceana. When was the last time you heard of such a thing? When?
Oh, when we did it. You, me and Marina. 20 years ago. Where the hell are you going in that get-up?
To the beach.
Are you out of your mind? It's freezing outside. Put some clothes on.
I'm going to the bridge.
It's closed.
She's out there. I know she is, waiting for her sailor to come back. I've got to get to her first and warn her.
He's in the hospital. He's not coming back.
They always come back, and then they leave you. With a broken heart, 2 skinny legs, and an empty treasure chest.
Well, maybe it won't happen with her the way it did with us.
Oh, we can't take that chance.
Well, why should we even care about some starry-eyed mermaid who we don't even know?
Oh, she's probably a relative.
Of course. Oh, you're right.
Oh, she's out there. Can't you feel it?
From the moment I woke up this morning, I could feel it. Something. Her. But maybe she's long gone by now.
If she's out there and I call her, she'll hear me and she'll come.
But I don't want her to come. She needs to stay where she is.
Well, it's too late for that.
And why should she listen to us?
We have experience. We know what it's like.
We were warned.
True. Did we listen?
I listened to you.
You listen to me? Please. You listened to the sweet nothings that blue-eyed sailor whispered in your ear. I didn't force you to stay on the land.
Well, I wasn't going back without you.
Oh, we should have both gone back. Left Toenail here with the captain.
Living happily ever after.
Oh, if it wasn't for the buried treasure Toenail has stashed away, the captain would be long gone. She spoon feeds it to him, gold coin by gold coin, just to keep him around.
Like I said, she was the smart one.
Oh, how could we have been that stupid? Not to have held anything back for ourselves like she did.
Marina broke the rules. We didn't.
Well, Marina may have broken the rules, but we're the ones paying the price.
Well, look on the bright side. We rescued 47 souls that day, including women and children.
Not to mention a couple of good-for-nothing merchant marines, who in retrospect we should have let drown.
Hans and Fernando.
Oh, what were we thinking?
Oh, Norwegian Hans. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and a boatload of charm.
Fernando pledged his undying love to me. He called me his ocean princess. Well, how was I supposed to know he already had a wife and 4 kids in Venezuela?
Hans wasn't married. I'll give him that.
Hans was gay. He took off with your treasure chest.
And Fernando took off with yours. He, his wife, and 4 kids in Venezuela are living happily ever after on the contents.
Yeah, well, Fernando wasn't even my first choice, you know.
You never told me that.
Before I rescued Fernando, I had my eye on a different sailor.
Really?
Yes. What a sorry twist of fate that turned out to be.
What? Didn't you get to him in time? Did he drown?
No, he made it, I think.
You think?
I'm sure he did. He was a handsome young Englishman, and I was in the process of rescuing him, my first pick, when he caught a glimpse of his shipmate who couldn't swim and was going down. Well, he pleaded with me to save his friend Fernando instead. So I scooped up a piece of driftwood, helped my young sailor to climb onto it, and then gave him a good shove towards the shore. Before I said goodbye, I plucked the crystal pendant from around my neck and put it into his pocket, so he would have something to remember me. Then I went back to scoop up Fernando. But I'll never forget, as the handsome young Englishman was floating away, he shouted over the crashing waves, "Thank you for your kindness, beautiful angel of the sea. I'll never forget you." That boy could have turned out to be my one true love. But he didn't have a wife and 4 kids. Or he probably does by now. Well, c'est la vie. I'm off to the bridge.
I'm going with you.
You should stay here,
Why?
in case the mermaid shows up.
Well, why would she come here? It's not like we have a sign outside saying, "Mermaid Motel, swim in and put your fins up."
She can probably sense us. Mermaid pheromones? Better sensory perception than dolphins.
When I woke up this morning, the air smelled different, familiar. It must have been her. I just didn't recognise it. It's been so long. I bet Marina noticed it too. That's what she wanted to talk to us about. Hello, Floyd.
We're closed!
Oh, sorry, Floyd. The weather has her out of sorts today. Oh, really? Why, that's very kind of you, Floyd. I don't know. What do you think? 3 bags? He's picking us up some salt for the sidewalk.
I'm leaving.
Oh, wait, 1 second. The salt goes in the storage room at the back of the kitchen, Floyd. I'll leave the door unlocked. in case we're not here when you come. We have an errand? I know it's a blizzard out, but we need to go to the pharmacy. We need medicine. Yes, Coral needs her prescription filled. Oh, no thanks. We have to go ourselves. Well, because it's personal medication for her feminine problem. She's sensitive about it, you understand. Thanks anyway, Floyd. Yeah, we'll be careful. Just put the salt in the back room. Bye now.
Personal medication for my feminine problem?
Well, I couldn't very well tell him the truth. Why else would we be going out in the middle of a blizzard, if it wasn't for drugs?
But to buy a shovel?
We have a shovel.
He doesn't know that.
Well, if he's already getting us some salt, don't you think he could pick us up a shovel too?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that reminds me. 1 second. In case we do manage to find the mermaid.
Oh, good thinking. Wait.
What's with the rum? You suppose she may be thirsty?
Don't be ridiculous. I might be thirsty.
Give me that.
But I may need a nip or two to keep warm.
We're not having a beach party.
Anybody ever tell you you've become a real killjoy in your old age?
You do. Every day. Let's go.
Hello? Coral? Oceana? Is anybody home? I've got you some salt. Whoa! Woo! Oh! What the hell is going on here? Coral? Is that you? Oh, praise be to God! I've died and arrived at the pearly gates.
Well, she wasn't at the bridge. I knew she wouldn't be.
Oh, you knew nothing of the sort.
Well, I do know one thing. I need a hot bath. I'm freezing.
You're freezing. You weren't the one playing hide and seek in the Atlantic Ocean.
I warned you not to go in. If you wind up with pneumonia, you'll have no one to blame but yourself.
Oh, quit nagging at me.
You ought to know by now, Coral. We don't have the constitution for frigid water like we did in the old days. When you get frostbite, your toes won't grow back, you know. What?
Yoo-hoo! Oceana! Coral! I've just come to... Ah!
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 Ah! Ah!
A trump! An intruder!
Oh, get off me! Get off me! Oh, you disciple of the devil! Where's my angel from heaven? Oh, no! Please help me, my little angel! Save me from this beast from hell!
I'll have you arrested.
Marina! What in heaven's name are you doing to Floyd?
You know him?
We do.
Oh, where is my beautiful angel?
Excuse me.
What do you want?
Can I get a room for the night? The snow's coming down pretty hard out there, and my rental car is stuck in a drift about a mile up the road.
We're closed.
Oh, okay.
Did I just hear you say you were closed? Oh, not tonight, you're not. The governor's just declared a state of emergency. Everybody's got to stay off the roads till the ploughs come through tomorrow. So, as mayor, police chief and justice of the peace, I say we all stay put and hunker down till the storm passes. Me included. Looks like you sea hags have finally got yourselves a house full of guests.
Well, then I guess we're open after all. I'll put on a pot of fresh coffee.
Thank you, ma'am. That's very kind of you.
All right, Floyd. What you doing?
Oh, he's been lapping up our liquor from the looks of it, eh, Floyd?
Well, the last thing I remember was delivering the salt for your sidewalk. I came in and I hit my head, I think. Then I died and went to heaven.
You what?
I died. And I met a beautiful angel at the pearly gates.
He's drunk.
No, I'm not. And I can prove it.
How?
Because there she is. My angel from heaven. Oh, my angel. You came back.
It's you. I thought I'd never be able to find you again.
Oh, hey, what do you think you're doing, pal? You find your own angel.
Uh-oh, we're too late.
Who's she? What's going on around here?
I'm not exactly sure, but whatever it is, it beats bridge duty.
Did you hear me, buddy?
Whoa, with all due respect, mister, she's not your angel. She's my mermaid.
Excuse me. Did you say mermaid?
I know how this sounds, but you have to believe me. Tell them, please. Tell them how you saved my life last night.
You're the Coast Guard who went over the bridge last night. Why aren't you in the hospital?
But she's my angel.
Oh, pipe down, Floyd. She's not your angel. She's not your mermaid either. She's my mermaid.
Since when do you have a mermaid?
Oh, what's wrong with you people? When did a bunch of rational adults start to believe in mermaids? This is Pearl. She's from the Mermaids Cleaning Service. Oceana and I just hired her. Isn't that right, Oceana?
Yes, that's right. She, Pearl that is, just started today.
Come along now, Pearl, dear. Let's go and get dressed. We have company.
She's from a cleaning service. Doesn't look as though she's made much progress.
It's her first day on the job.
I don't see how you can afford to hire a live-in housekeeper when you can't even meet your financial obligations to the bank. I'll be sure to tell the captain about this.
Look, I feel like a real jerk. It all seemed so real, but I guess I was hallucinating after all. They told me at the hospital it's pretty common with hypothermia. That ocean is pretty cold. The name's Nathan Crowley, by the way. I hope you'll all accept my apology for being so dumb.
Floyd Ferguson. No harm done, Nathan. I know firsthand how cold that ocean is. I once took a dunk myself this time of year. I wound up in hospital with a bout of pneumonia and recall having a hallucination or two myself at the time.
Listen, everybody. Since we are all stuck here for the night, why don't you each pick out a room upstairs and settle in? Each guest chamber has a double bed, TV and radio, so you'll all be pretty comfortable. Unless the power goes out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go on, claim your rooms. I'll be up in an hour or so with your supper. Not you, Marina. You stay here. I need help in the kitchen.
I don't cook.
You will tonight.
That's what servants are for. Why can't the new girl help you?
I'll help you, Oceana.
No, thanks anyway, Sheila. You go on up. I have some business to discuss with Marina.
All right then, but if you change your mind, let me know.
Thanks, I will.
I expect me to peel potatoes?
What are you doing here? Where's the captain?
The captain was detained in the city. I returned in a taxi. Oh, Oceana!
Oh, Marina, what's wrong?
It's the captain. He's left me.
Left you?
Yes.
I don't follow.
Do I have to spell it out for you? It's over between the captain and me. Done. Finished. Kaput.
I had no idea you two were having problems.
He's been impossible ever since my treasure ran out.
It ran out? When?
2 months ago. I didn't expect it to last forever. Not the way the captain blows through money. Yachts and luxury cars don't grow on trees, you know. I'm surprised, quite frankly, that my treasure lasted as long as it did.
Oh, I had no idea.
The captain lured me into the city today to his lawyer's office. I thought we were in for a fun day, foreclosing on properties, having lunch at the Bellevue to celebrate, that kind of thing. But when we got there, he served me with dissolution papers, told me that I was no further use to him, and made me sign them there and then. He's kicked me to the curb like an empty can of salmon. And the real kicker is, all our assets are in his name. Oh, Oceana! He's taken all my treasure, and I feel like such a fool. You know how that is.
Unfortunately, I do. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Marina, I don't understand. There are community property laws. You're entitled to half the marital assets.
Marital assets. The captain and I aren't married. You can't legally marry a mermaid. The documents were dissolution papers, not divorce papers, to dissolve our partnership. And if I try to pursue my common law rights, the captain threatened to expose me for what I really am, a mermaid. Can you imagine? They'll lock me away in a maritime museum, stick me with pins and needles, poke and prod me in every which way. Which might be fun for a while. But then they'll probably drown me in a shark tank to see how long I can hold my breath underwater. And although I did quit smoking years ago, it's probably still no more than 30 minutes at best.
Well, I don't quite know what to say, but maybe this will help? Temporarily, at least.
It would.
Lucky Floyd didn't find the second bottle.
Oh, drink up, Toenail. Each shot you knock back is going on your tab. Oh, did I mention that we've raised the room rates today? You get the special friends and family rate of $1,500 a night.
That's a wonderful idea, Coral. Please be sure to send the bill to the captain. I couldn't care less what you overcharge the conniving scoundrel. In fact, why don't you charge $3,000 a night?
What did you put in her rum? She's not her usual revolting self.
The captain dumped her. Her treasure finally ran out.
No shit.
Au contraire, Coral. The captain is a piece of shit.
Oh, you know what this means, don't you, Oceana? Marina wasn't the smart one after all. She's just as stupid as we were. More so, even. Toenail, you had years of opportunity to run off with the rest of your treasure, and you still blew it all on the captain. That makes you the biggest ninny of us all.
I really wish you wouldn't defame me in front of the hired help, Coral. It's uncouth.
Look, since you're now an official member of our miserable middle-aged mermaids club, I'll let you in on a little secret. Pearl isn't really the hired help.
Then who is she?
Pearl is one of us.
She doesn't look middle-aged and miserable.
Pearl is a mermaid.
You said from the cleaning service.
Oh, Marina, Pearl is a mermaid, like we used to be.
I knew it! I sensed something when I awoke this morning. That's what I wanted to talk to you about earlier. But the captain was having a royal hissy fit in the limo, yelling at the driver to blow his horn and hurry me up. To think, when I rescued him from that shipwreck all those years ago, he was nothing but a lowly deckhand. He'd still be swabbing poop decks if it weren't for me, the arrogant blowfish.
Takes one to know one, Toenail.
I wouldn't be so smug if I were you. Before the captain served me with dissolution papers, he began foreclosure proceedings on your establishment too. I did try to stop him. We are cousins, after all. But you can't say I haven't warned you about paying up.
We can't pay what you don't have. And may I remind you, cousin, we didn't approach the captain for a loan. You two came to us, insisted that if we borrowed money from your bank, we could make some renovations and triple our seasonal income.
We were very upfront with the captain about loan repayments in the off-season. We wanted to wait it out, but he did rather pressure us to sign the papers.
Of course he did. How else do you think he came to own half the island, using my treasure and foreclosing on suckers like the two of you?
Hey.
Okay, let's calm down. We'll work something out.
How?
I don't know. Somehow. In the meantime, we have to talk some sense into Pearl.
Why does she just stand there, stone silent? I haven't heard her utter a single syllable since I arrived. What's wrong, honey? Catfish got your tongue?
Marina, have you forgotten? She can't speak yet. Her voice box won't mature till she's been out the water for at least 24 hours.
Yeah, if she tries to speak now, she'll shatter all the windows within a mile radius.
Did you know she was coming?
No. Sheila told us about the bridge accident, and that Nathan told a rescuer that he'd been saved by a mermaid.
Is he a sailor?
Coast Guard. He came back to find her.
Of course he did. They always come back.
See, even she knows they always come back.
So we're supposed to what? Warn her about the perils and pitfalls of falling in love with mortal men, so she doesn't wind up heartbroken and penniless like us.
Exactly.
I see. Listen, sweetie, can you understand what I'm saying? Good. Then take our advice. Go back to the sea. Your young sailor isn't worth it. We've been where you are. Have you been listening to my tale of woe? I was involved with the captain for nearly 20 years. 20 years. In the beginning, I was sure love would keep us together. But when my treasure finally ran out, he discarded me like a worn-out life ring. Yes, I know. I was supposed to offer all my treasure to my sailor once I fell in love with him. I admit it. I broke the rules. But I did it as a marine insurance policy to keep the captain around. After all, I saw how things turned out for Coral and Oceana, and I didn't want to end up like them.
Oi.
So, I safeguarded my treasure, handed it out piecemeal. But it all ran out eventually, and yours will too. Oh, sure, you're young and beautiful and rich now, but when your beauty starts to fade and your sailor spends all your treasure on silly boys' toys, you'll curse the day you shimmied out of the ocean. So shoot! Go back before it's too late!
Marina is right, Pearl. Please go. Before you find out the hard way that Nathan has a wife and 4 kids stashed away in Venezuela.
Swim fast, Pearl, so you never have to learn that your manly sailor Nathan has a boyfriend waiting for him. In Norway.
I think you just had a breakthrough. All right, let's get you back to the sea, where you belong.
Coral and I will take her.
And I think I'll go to bed early. It's been quite a day.
You've been a great help, Marina. Thank you.
It's about time you recognised my potential. Oh, and if anyone from the neighbourhood stops and asks you how I'm doing, be sure to tell them, just fine.
Friday night that we set sail and our ship not far from the land. Our captain spied a fishy mermaid with a glass and a comb in her hand.
Coral! Oceana! Supper ready? I'm getting kind of hungry.
Seems to be self-serve.
Oh, well, you mind if I join you?
Sure, help yourself.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was just thinking, I'm gonna be the laughing stock when I get back to the base. I'll never live this one down. Seeing a mermaid.
Well, how will your buddies know?
My commanding officer came to the hospital this morning. The doctor had to give him the full report for my file. I told him I'm fine considering, but that I've been hallucinating that a mermaid saved me. The guys will crucify me.
What, is your CO a blabbermouth?
The worst kind. I'll be the butt of mermaid jokes for years to come.
Well, you'd probably do the same.
I've probably done worse. Now I'll be the one on the receiving end.
Well, what goes around comes around.
You can say that again. I never knew hallucinations could be so real. That's why I came back, I guess, to try and find her, to prove that she wasn't just in my imagination, and that's not even the craziest thing.
No?
No. I know this sounds corny, but I actually fell in love with her, head over heels. I felt like we were meant to be together forever. No one's ever had that effect on me before. I'm not the impulsive type. I've never even been in love until now. And now I'm absolutely miserable.
I'll let you in on a little secret, but you have to promise to keep it to yourself.
What's that?
Mum's the word.
Sure.
You're not the only one around here who fell in love with a mermaid.
What? Who, you?
Yeah.
You're just saying that to make me feel better.
No, it's true.
When?
About 20 years ago, I was working on a boat, a mile or two offshore, when all of a sudden, this gigantic wave hit, out of the blue. The boat turned over and I fell into the drink along with everyone else. I was underwater, trying to figure out which way was up. I saw this magnificent glowing light. Then another. Then another. I saw 3 mermaids that day.
Are you for real? Or are you just spinning me an old sailor's yarn?
You keep interrupting me and I won't tell you the rest.
Sorry, go on.
So, I came to the surface. I saw the first mermaid unhitch a lifeboat and load in the women and the children. Then she pushed it towards the shore and went back for a young Norwegian in the crew.
Then what happened?
The second mermaid loaded some men into another lifeboat and shoved it towards the shore. Then I saw her scoop up Poopy.
Poopy?
Oh, Poopy was his nickname. He was the deckhand who swabbed the poop deck.
Okay, what about the third mermaid?
She loaded up another lifeboat and gave it a push towards the land. Then she swam over to rescue me. She was the most beautiful sight I ever saw. I fell in love instantly, just like you.
So what happened?
I had to let her go.
Why?
I could swim. I mean, I was getting mighty tired, but I was holding my own. I saw my buddy in the water, and he wasn't a good swimmer. Not like me. He was drowning, and that water was cold. I knew he had a wife and 4 kids back home, so I pleaded with the mermaid to save him instead of me.
And she did?
Well, she took care of me too, latched me onto a piece of driftwood and gave me a good shove towards the shore, but before she shoved me off, she put this in my pocket to remember her by, as if I could ever forget her.
That's something.
Yeah. I've been carrying it around for the better part of 20 years. Maybe it is time to let it go.
So what happened to your mermaid? Did you ever see her again?
No, and believe me, I looked. I looked and looked and looked and looked some more. I searched for years up and down the coast. I was completely smitten, miserable in love. I would have traded all the tea in China, given all the money I had just to see her once more.
And your friend with the wife and kids, he lived?
Fernando? Yeah, he lived. I never saw him again after that. I heard through the grapevine that he'd struck it rich somehow, found some buried treasure and took it home to his wife and kids.
What a story.
Yeah.
You swear it's true?
I'm not the sort who can make something like that up. I eventually came to the conclusion that life goes on, and later I was blessed to meet a fine woman. We were married for 15 years, bought a home, travelled around. Life was good. But then things took a turn. My wife became ill. She passed a couple of years ago.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
Do you still think about the mermaid?
Yeah, every single day. Guess I will for the rest of my life. Well, I don't know where the girls went, but I guess I won't get any supper, so I'm ready to call it a night.
Good night, Floyd. Thanks for confiding in me. I feel a lot better. And don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Yeah.
It is you, isn't it? Whoa. You're not the housekeeper, are you? And I wasn't hallucinating. Oh, wait. I'm not passed out, am I? Good. Because I love you. I've loved you from the moment I saw you. Do you love me too? Wait, you don't have to answer me yet. Just think about it.
Well, we did it. She swam away.
Yes, she did.
Oh, she'll live happily ever after with some slippery merman in the deep blue sea.
Yeah, she will.
So what's wrong? We have a happy ending.
Do we?
I thought so.
I'm having second thoughts. I don't know if we did the right thing.
Meaning?
What if her sailor Nathan doesn't have a wife and 4 kids? What if he doesn't have a boyfriend tucked away in Oslo? What if he's not just after her treasure and he really loves her?
Oh, you've got to return those DVDs, Oceana.
But what if we're wrong?
Sea hags! Did you see them?
Who?
Your new housekeeper and that young fellow sneaking off. They shouldn't have left. We're still in a state of emergency. I hope she didn't run off with anything valuable. I'd take a thorough inventory and then call that cleaning service first thing in the morning to report her if I were you.
You mean Pearl?
Yes! Ran off like a thief in the night.
What?
She and that boyfriend of hers. I went to the bathroom, looked out through the window and saw them making their escape. I yelled at them, but they didn't stop. They just waved at me and ran off, holding hands in the snow, laughing and kissing.
I don't believe it. Pearl came back.
Haven't you been listening? She's gone. She took off.
What is all the racket?
That young man and the housekeeper. They took off together.
They did. So we found her after all. Well, good for them.
I'm so sorry, Oceana. I'd venture to guess they nabbed all your fine jewellery.
Oh, don't worry, Sheila. We don't have any.
No? Then what's this?
My pendant! Where did this come from?
Oh, hold on now, that's my pendant. I showed it to Nathan. Well, I've never showed it to anyone before tonight. I felt kind of foolish, so I left it there. But I've changed my mind. I want it back.
Your pendant?
That's right.
Where did you get it?
Oh, that's none of your business.
I want to know.
Well, I've had it a long time.
That's not what I asked. Where did you get it?
It's a gift.
From whom?
An old friend. You wouldn't understand.
No, this is my pendant. That is, it used to be mine. I gave it to you?
You mean she was you?
You're him? Nah.
May I see it? That really was you, wasn't it?
Afraid so. She was me and he was you? I still can't believe it.
I searched for you for years.
You did?
Yeah, for years.
Well, guess you finally found me.
Yeah, after all these years, I finally did.
I hope you're not too disappointed.
Disappointed? Never.
Really?
Yeah, after all these years, I can finally say you are worth every second of the wait. Do you want it back?
Oh no, it served its purpose. You keep it.
So there, Coral. There are such things as happy endings. You should start watching my DVDs.
But hold on a minute. I thought you couldn't stand me.
What? Well, I thought you couldn't stand me.
Well, I couldn't stand you because I thought you couldn't stand me.
But if I couldn't stand you, why would I come in for breakfast every morning and drink your lousy coffee?
Hey, watch it.
Well, I have no idea what's happening around here. But to be honest, I'm too hungry to care.
Oh, I'll make you a big bowl of chowder.
Too late. There's Harry, come to get me in the Hummer. You shouldn't be driving, hon. I'll have to put the cuffs on you when we get home. So, I take it you and Coral are now an item, Floyd.
Yep.
Pretty funny for two people who hated each other's guts this morning.
Yep.
Well, love can be a strange and beautiful twist of fate.
Yep.
I should remind you, I'm also the Justice of the Peace on this island. So if you two ever get round to tying the knot, I'd be happy to do the deed.
Well, you never know. Maybe one day we'll take you up on that.
Why is somebody blowing a car horn? I knew I should have taken a sleeping pill. Coral, the mattress in my room is full of lumps. My back is killing me. I need a painkiller. What's going on?
You won't believe it.
Did Pearl swim off okay?
Well, yes and no.
What does that mean? Is she gone or not?
Oh, she's gone all right.
Oh, I found this note on the hall table as I came downstairs. It's addressed to all three of us.
Pearl didn't swim away. We thought she did, but she came back for Nathan. They ran off together.
Really? After we warned her about what to expect?
We were warned too, if you recall.
Yeah, and we didn't heed the sound advice given to us by our elders either.
I have a feeling things are going to turn out different for Pearl. Better. Great, in fact.
And let's see what she says. Huh? Oh, read this!
Dear Coral, Oceana, and Toenail.
Oh, would everyone please stop it already with Toenail?
Dear Coral, Oceana, and... Thank you for sharing your stories with me. I'm sorry that things didn't work out the way you hoped when you came ashore many years ago. But that was then, and this is now. I have to follow my heart. I love Nathan, and he loves me. I offered him my treasure.
Foolish, foolish fish girl.
I offered him my treasure, but he refused it.
He what?
Nathan told me that if he accepted it, he would never be able to prove that he loves me for me and not for my riches. After all, as Nathan says, true love is priceless.
I need a tissue.
Me too.
So, since Nathan didn't want my treasure, I decided I would give it to the three of you to repay you for your kindness. Next time you go out back, look in the large cold box where you keep the dead fish. You'll find my treasure chest, and my wish is that the three of you share it equally. I hope you remember me as the years go by, and I wish you peace, happiness, and prosperity. Love, Pearl.
She left us her treasure!
We're rich.
We can pay back the loan. Tell the captain to shove it.
Yes! Where the sun don't shine!
Coral, I didn't even know you were hard pressed for money. I'd have been happy to help you and Oceana out.
You have money?
Yeah, I'm downright loaded.
You're kidding.
No, I started up a social networking site years ago. I thought it might be a way to find you. I called it Sea Life, for folks who like to see life, travelling around, posting pictures, restaurant reviews, recommendations. I sold it to a big internet travel company eventually. Made a few million in the process.
A few million?
Yeah, about 20 or 30. I gave half of it away to medical research to help find a cure for what brought down my wife, Marilyn. I mean, there's a lot of women out there suffering like she did, and I'm hoping they find a cure one day.
You're a good man, Floyd.
I've always loved you, Coral, ever since that day in the water. But Marilyn was my wife for many years. I loved her too.
Marilyn was lucky to have you. So am I.
No, I'm the lucky one.
Coral, you know what this means? We can finally afford to remodel and renovate properly. By the time summer comes, we'll have a decent bed and breakfast for guests to stay in.
Oh, we can put in a swimming pool and a hot tub.
Wait a minute. You read the note. We share equally in the treasure. You know what that means, don't you? I'm your partner.
Of course
Of course you are.
Let's see. We can break through that wall there and make this room into a real dining room with a parlour and a sitting room over there. I can already think of 1,000 ways to decorate. This is going to be such fun.
It is.
There's just one thing, though.
What?
I cannot fathom the horror of being referred to as a sea hag. We're going to have to come up with a new name for this establishment.
I don't know. I kind of like sea hags.
No, I agree with Marina. It's time for a change. How about, I know, the Inn of the Deep Sea Divas?
I like it. That's a definite possibility.
Deep sea divas. I don't know. Are we divas?
I don't know about you, but I definitely am. Wait. I have it.
What?
In honor of our benefactor, the pearl.
I love it.
I do too. Floyd, what do you think?
The pearl. Yeah, it sounds classy. Like the three of you.
Settled then.
I have an idea. Let's have a toast.
Oh, and where have you been hiding that one?
Oh, never you mind. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
Well, this is as special as you can get.
Coral, Marina, Floyd, to Pearl.
To Pearl. Oh, and Nathan.
And
Nathan.
May they live happily ever after.
Because heaven knows we will.
Was on a Friday night that we set sail, and our ship not far from the land. Our captain spied a fishy mermaid with a glass and a comb in her hand. Now the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds they blow, and we poor sailor lads are skipping up aloft, with the landlubbers lying down below, 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 with the landlubbers lying down below. 5 times round spun our gallant ship, and 5 times round spun she. 5 times round spun our gallant ship, then she sank to the bottom of the sea. Now the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds they blow, and we poor sailor lads about to bring our last.